In honor of Black History Month, we're going to be doing a new Black figure every single day, and who better to start with than none other than the one and only Malcolm X, because there's a few misconceptions that people have about him. The first thing I wanted to start off was Malcolm X's name. A lot of people think Malcolm X was his real name. It was not. His real name was Malcolm Little. He changed it to Malcolm X because he didn't think Black people should have the white last name that they were given, and that they should change their last name to not have the same last name as the oppressor. A big misconception that people have between Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is that people thought Malcolm X was the one who promoted violence between Black people and white people, whereas Martin Luther King was the one who promoted peace, peaceful protest. That is not true. Malcolm X also wanted to be peaceful between white people. The difference is that Malcolm X wanted Black people to defend themselves if white people came along and they wanted to start some trouble. Whereas Martin Luther King wanted everything to be peaceful. He wanted Black people and white people to live in a peaceful society, and that if white people tried to attack the Black people, just put your arms up in the air and just let it happen, you know? But Malcolm X did not want there to be trouble between the Black people and the white people. Also, a little side fun fact, Martin Luther King's real name was Michael. He changed it as well. Basically, the only thing Malcolm X kept fighting for years and years on end was he just wanted Black people to have their own businesses and their own institutions and their own places to buy things from and for each other, you know? Malcolm X wanted there to be a Black space that Black people can go into and make money off of each other instead of having to rely on white people and their businesses and their institutions. We would have our own and we would be happy like that. Now, was it a form of segregation? Maybe, but it was peaceful segregation. But the only reason he wanted it is because he wanted Black people to have money and all these nice things that white people have, and without having to rely on white people, they could give it themselves, you know? Malcolm X was assassinated February 21st, 1965. That's right, he was assassinated on Black History Month. But before it was Black History Month, he was assassinated by a man named Thomas Hagen, and there was rumors that it wasn't just him, that it was two other guys. All three of them were sentenced, but in 2021, the two other guys were exonerated, and just Thomas Hagen is still in prison to this day. That's a little bit about Malcolm X and what his purpose was.